Hey guys, it's Tello here, back to you with another video for today. In today's video, I want to talk to you guys about something a little bit more serious this time around. So I don't want to joke around too much on this particular subject because I actually care about it very much so. And that is basically the future of PvP within Season of Discovery, which I know it's not for everyone. I totally understand. But currently, just like every other situation that is going on within World of Warcraft, such as, Anniversary having such high prices on their flask and a really bad economy, which I'm very scared for the future of that, Anniversary going into TBC. I'm also worried about how many people are going to get revived on the hardcore realms, and is it only going to be just a certain group of people, right? And I am also really concerned for the state of PvP in Season of Discovery, which is this video in particular, which I think is kind of an underlying subject that's not really being talked about because not really many people are opening up and being real about it. So I want to be, upfront with you guys. And the thing is that Battlegrounds at the current moment in Arathi Basin are the only Battlegrounds that are being done. And last night in particular, which, don't get me wrong, it was getting late at night, and I know I'm going to show some footage here, but there was literally one Battleground only going on. And there was about 20 to 30 minute queues, which I've only ever experienced when I played on the Horde end, but I've never experienced that on the Alliance end. And the more and more I'm starting to notice is that Battlegrounds and Season of Discovery are straight up dead. And Blizzard has not talked about this, they have not addressed this, they have just put out a flat damage reduction change, which I'll show you guys here. We already know this, right? They put out their 50%, 60% DR reduction change in open world. You should feel the effectiveness of this, but you don't feel anything in Battlegrounds. You should relatively feel the same, right? But that doesn't count for spell IDs and like individual, sets that benefit certain spell IDs to do either A, more damage, add more sustain, or whatever it is the case may be, whether it's healing or not, right? So that is just like a flat ratio change, which I think for some people, they might not like. Maybe they'll consider that lazy, and others will at least appreciate that they're doing something. So I'm on the fence of like both of them because I understand where, both sides of the argument is coming. But I think right now, the current state, Battlegrounds needs some love, Blizzard. And I'm talking to you guys here. Like, we genuinely need some love because this cannot be the only Battleground that we do for the next several months after next phase if this is the only PvP related content update you are going to do. I understand you guys are working hard on the Scarlet Enclave. I respect the fact that you're adding all these new items to the game and, improving on zones and actually trying to add more stuff to Azeroth and, actually give us those hints of Classic Plus, regardless of all the trolls I call it minus, right? Forget about that. I understand what you guys are doing, and I'm appreciative of that support. But PvP is a part of your game, Blizzard. At the end of Classic era, even Classic Andes know this, the Classic Loyalists, when you're not Nax logging, you're open world PvP killing, or you're just doing VGs, or you're farming. But it's a part of your game. And to cut out a portion of your game, for me, is a little sad. And it's disheartening because for me, PvP and all the hype streams that I seen back in the day, watching TBC tourneys, RAF tourneys, watching Classic Makaraz, all these, entertainers and people that made very hype and fun moments, and the people that I looked up to in the World of Warcraft community at least, made it worth its while to tune in on Twitch and have fun and have a snack or two and drink a couple brewskis and just macking, That's what it was all about to me, and I care about this on a deep level because I love this game. I love the community. I love playing Battlegrounds with both the Horde and Alliance and like seeing familiar people that I bump into a couple games here and there, but it's getting to the point where it's like it's the same people every time non-stop, and there's no one else doing it because you're not giving people an incentive to do them. You're not giving them actual PvP rewards to go after. Nothing. And I think that's a little disheartening, honestly. And I really hope that next phase with the Scarlet Enclave that we get to see some type of love and support with, a new BG that's either Scarlet themed or a new PvP event, or maybe you guys even take it a step further and shock us all and revamp the previous PvP events to add new things to them. I don't know what's your guys' answer for this, but I would love to see some type of new Battleground. And I know I was actually talking with Kago about this, and shout out to Kago Gaming. But Kago, we were like even talking about the PTR and stuff, and like he was showing like, the screenshots of like stuff from like Hydro possibly, right? and, you know, what kind of mysteries lie there. And it's like, well, if you guys are showing that, why don't you just add like some type of Hydro PvP based battleground? Like, there is so much unused assets, guys. Like, I'm telling you right now that Blizzard has, and they have this in their cabinets, and they took it out from other expansions, never to see the day of light, and they can easily put this stuff in the game. Like, I was looking at this stuff on my chat the other night, and I'll show you a clip here.
Give us some snacks. Contain a snowy version of Arathi Basin. No! 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 Are you fucking me? It's only ever dark or raining or ugly or sunny. We don't get the snowy Arathi Basin? You can't give us that? There's no shot, chat. Holds many things to explore. In this video, I will guide you around the Heroes of Time map. This guy fucks, chat. He genuinely fucks. Consists of background looking to set up what Horde and Alliance keep in each end. What? That looks so cool. Fights on the outskirts. Taking over the castle at one spot at a time. It's just very simple. It's a 3-lane map.
And this is just like one example. Like, you can have the Snowfield Arathi Basin. You can have Ajara's Crater. You can have several other unused assets you guys are not doing anything with, or maybe you want to finish up, or maybe you planning or to do something with. I don't know. I'm just a curious person at the end of the day. But I really feel like this is something that you guys can do to make the people excited again. Give us a rank 15, 16, some updated PvP sets. They don't need to be based off of a certain expansion. You know, my favorite personally was TBC. I did like the Resilience gear. The only reason I liked it because it gave people a reason to chase them, you know? And it was not so much about the Resilience itself, but it was a reason to go after PvP gear, to separate, you know, the PvEers and the PvPers, right? And it gave incentive to people to play TBC no matter what. If you were doing it focused on primarily PvP, or if you just wanted to be a PvE Andy, right? And I just want to see love and support for the game I love. You know, I want to see them do cool new things. And I really feel like you guys have a great opportunity to do this and add support to your game and continue, you know, fueling the PvPers and the people that play your game on a nightly basis, like myself, like people like Arcavian, who's hosting BGs and tournaments at the Gurubashi Arena every night, trying to get support from Blizzard to do something for this game, because we exist. We're out here. You know, we're representing this game every day, every night, and people are doing this and participating. And if these people are doing this and hosting like our own little local like Smash tournaments, but in World of Warcraft, you know, you guys need to notice this too. Like, it's happening. And I really hope you guys consider this, because there's other changes I would love to see too, you know, in regards to, like, you know, the Blood Moon, for example. Those vendors are dead. Nobody is at those vendors, if hardly ever, right? And people want to get those, you know, rings and stuff. Why don't you just add Undermine reels to that vendor? It's kind of a no-brainer. It's like you're upping the cap from 150 to 250 next phase anyways. Why are you going to just leave that event dead? Just update all your vendors that are like from previous phases, Ashen Veil, whatever. Just update them all to Undermine reels. And just let people just grind Undermine reels. This way, that's your main currency. And then you could simplify and kill all those old stones and just have one new one, and you're good. So, these are just simple things that I would love to see. Is just the improvement of PvP items in themselves. Adding new ranks, maybe new cosmetics, new titles, new rewards, whatever, mounts, I don't care. And new battlegrounds. And hell, if you want to even get wonky about it, add an arena. Who cares? It's a test realm after all. You guys can go absolutely crazy, and the sky is the limit for you to do whatever the hell you guys want. And we're not going to knock you for it. And even if people too, like if they try to knock you for it, those are just bad apples. Who cares about those guys? Just be real and just do something and have fun with it. Like, that's all I would personally recommend. And it's not an attack on you guys whatsoever. It's just a strong suggestion, because I believe in you guys. And I believe you guys can cook up some really badass stuff. And I'm in support of it. So I have a forum post that I just made talking about all of this. I'm going to link it in the video below. and I hope you guys can, you know, go like it, you know, retweet it, share it, in support of it too, because this video will come out here relatively soon, and that's all I want to talk about. So much love. Let's make Battlegrounds great again and lock in, amigos. I'll see you next time.